of OS support. So first of all, Ulgaz will mention about this hotfix, and then Zeynep will continue with the security side and CCS side. So Ulgaz, if you are ready, we can start with you.
Yes, sure. Hello, everyone. So today, as you know, we had a hotfix yesterday, and we were able to successfully release actually 3 new operating system supports, which are all based on Linux. So if you want, I can share and show you our support page about the changes. Does everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we released Ubuntu 20.04, but we wrote docx here. And also we released Debian 9 and Debian 10 support as well. So our portal version was changed, and our Linux communication client and Comodo client security versions were also updated as well. And in our general release, we will be also releasing CentOS 8.x support as well. It couldn't be finished until the hotfix, so we will be releasing it on general release.
Thank you so much, Ulgaz. So,
thank you.
Is there any question about OS support? If you don't, we can continue with the security side with Zeynep.
So, Alif, if I can jump in here real quick. So, CentOS 8 support will be fully go on the September release in 2 weeks, correct?
Yes,
correct.
Our common release. Yes, you are right.
Okay. And right now we have up to Ubuntu 20 and to Debian 10.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Zeynep,
Thank you.
If you are ready, we can continue with you. Thank you so much, Ulgaz.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. I will start with cybersecurity and continue with Comodo client security. For cybersecurity, we are releasing 2 features. One is for separate quick scans and full scans from the custom unrecognized scan types when reporting an antivirus scan status. It was a TOPS request. Under antivirus section, we have a scan type column. I filtered it for the our scan purposes. We scan a demo. Normally, we have a scan type with quick scan and full scan. Now we can see the customized custom scan type's name in here as a, and we can also search by scan type name. So if we create a custom scan and we can finish the scan in our endpoints, we can see our custom scans name in here. Also, we can see inside a profile, like under antivirus section, we can see that we created a demo scan type for Merta demo scan name. And after scan is finished, we can see inside the antivirus section here. First feature was that, and the second feature is about separating the data loss prevention templates under here. We previously have that settings under system templates. We have patterns and keywords. Now we have a data loss prevention, data protection template section. So we exclude the patterns and static keywords from system templates. Now we can see that patterns and static keywords is under data protection templates. Why we do this change? Because for data loss prevention, it is so important to be able to customize the user's ability. For example, I changed this user's ability for pattern variables, so this user could not add any predefined any new pattern type, new pattern for the data loss prevention. And I will log into my admin account, so to be able to see the role management for this capability. Under data protection, under patterns, we have a create pattern button. So this role has the capability to create and delete customizable patterns inside the data protection templates. And also we can see that the role management in here for a new user, we can give role permission to any user about settings, data protection templates. We can open for a user and set that this user will only have read-only capability for patterns. So this user will not be able to create any patterns under data protection templates. Also, we can do the same for the data protection static keywords tab. So we can give permissions and give the roles to the customers inside the role management tab. This is for the cybersecurity side, and the CCS side will be. Let me change my screen. We are releasing 3 items for CCS, and we have 1 QA activity for CCS down requested a test for IoT. I will start with document type improvements for discovery rules. We are supporting now Unicode format, support docx format, and HTML format for DLP features. Let me open settings. As you all know that CCS don't have the capability to create any data loss prevention ability. So we created by a script for these new rules to be able to show from demo. I created a docx, HTML, and Unicode format for the document formats. We have, for example, for example, for docx format, it's opening a little bit slow. We created some patterns named with numbers. So we will start a scan and see the docx format, so we can find the pattern inside the docx format. It is done now. Under logs, we can see tasks, data loss prevention. Docx format is finished, and under data loss prevention events, we can see name with 5-digit, name with 10-digit, and name with the other types patterns are matched with our rule, our discovery rule. We can also jump to folder and see that the same file is catch the patterns. I will do the same for the other document types now. For the HTML and Unicode, I will open the HTML sample. What did we catch so far? Under tasks, we can see that our Unicode and HTML format scans are finished, and we can jump into the logs. This is our HTML sample. So we catch the IBAN code, the name with 5-digit numbers. So this is our IBAN code. For example, IP network address. We have an IP network address, and it goes like that. So we can catch the HTML formats also for discovery rules. Also, I can open a UTF format example. For example, this is a UTF-8 format. So we can show the details, and this is our first example, and this is our next examples. So it is matched with our samples, so we can jump to folder and see that we can find inside UTF-8 format. Also, the file I open is a zip file, Unicode format zip. So we can find TXT formats or all formats inside any zip document. And we can continue with, this is all for our document type capability. Also, we add a pattern type improvement to our discovery rules, which we can create plain regex basic patterns. We can have an additional predefined patterns with Turkish nationality ID number, credit card track numbers, and source codes. We can create source code patterns also. It didn't implement it to cybersecurity, so we created these scripts also, like I showed you before. It is inside our scripts, credit card track numbers and Turkish nationality ID numbers. This is all predefined algorithms for our numbers to be found. Also, we created these scans in here. Also, this is our tracks, for example. I can open the documents for later on. I will run Turkish nationality ID number first, credit card track numbers, and regular expressions for letters and number. And I create a C family source code rule. So I run this also. Let's check the log. This is C family, regular expression, number, letter, credit card track numbers, and Turkish nationality ID number rules are finished. And we can go and see the details for our rule. The C family, I will go first to C code. What do we have? We added some comments and some formats for our symbols. So it is catching our C, C++, C#, and Java codes. Also, we can go and jump to folders. And we can go for a regular expression. It is inside a zip file. I can jump to folder. ITarian jump, yeah. So we can see that this is for numbers we are searching for. We have one under this, and we have zeros, we have nines, and it goes like that. It is also we have starts with 4 and ends with 1 rules. We added these patterns inside our rules, so it catches all the number algorithm for us. This is a predefined pattern capability for us. We can create regular expressions for letters and numbers, and we can find these regular expressions inside letters, zip files, and all document types we have for discovery rules. Also, we have an algorithm for credit card track numbers. This is find all the track number algorithm for us. Also, the Turkish nationality ID number have a rule for the number algorithm. So we created a document for this. This all are valid Turkish nationality ID numbers, and this is invalid number. So we can see that all numbers are in here, but the last number for invalid national ID is not found inside our rule. These are examples for the pattern, predefined patterns and document types for DLP. The third one is for IoT testing, which Dawn is asked for us. We finalized our tests and we found some bugs for that, and we will inform after our release are finished. We send messages to Windows, and we are waiting for a response. And the last item we released is, let me close this one. As you can remember that the next release we released this user access right verification in here, but it was disabled. Now in the sprint we enabled this capability. So before we have a legacy behavior for Comodo dialog. It was given access right verification by Comodo. But now we have a Windows UAC dialog. It is newly implemented behavior. Users should prove access rights for these both verification types. So if we click that Windows UAC and give the user access to any user, it will ask any user to a password for this. I couldn't create a new user for this demonstration, but we created a video for this. I will explain with a video. This one. We will give an access to as an admin to Windows UAC capability, and we will log in with a new user. And for all CCS capabilities, we will ask permissions for users. This is our created user. And if we click logs, for example, it will ask to a password to be able to see this screen. And it is same for all screens. It will go like that for settings, for quarantine, and etc. If we try to log into this system, it will require a password to be able to open it. So we will try for quarantine last time, and it will ask us a password for verification. This is all for CCS capability also for September release.
Can you set it up from the portal through the profile, or is just local?
It is just local.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It is for we have a request. We had a problem for we had a vulnerability for self-protection module. It is a resolution for that self-protection problem. So we implemented for CCS this capability, but we will maybe later add to the cybersecurity side also.
Thank you so much, Zeynep. Do you have any question? If you don't, thank you so much for joining us today.
I have one question. The DLP, it's working at the file level on the PC. How does that interact with the with cloud services, etc., or does it really not matter, because before any file is moved to a cloud service, the agent is scanning it?
For the start, we started on endpoints for scanning capability for DLP, but we are working on the web rules, emails, and the cloud services, and etc. For start, it is for endpoints, but it will be for removable storage and etc. It will be in our roadmap, and it will be released later sprints.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So thank you so much, Zeynep, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. We will share the demonstration record after the session, and if you have any other question, please don't hesitate to contact with product team at any time. So see you on the next release demo.
See you, everyone.